Hello, everyone, and yeah, welcome to this special festive Foxy video. And this is about my personal favourite Christmas films. Now, some will say, "Oh, where is XYZ film?" Some sort of related to Christmas type ones. We've all seen the articles, so I'm not even going to go into any of them. These are just the ones I personally like and that I personally have a connection with and enjoy. So anyone that isn't mentioned that you like, that's why. So first up, I'm going to talk about Elf because I love Will Ferrell, and so the combination of a very sweet, innocent character, but with Will Ferrell's kind of physicality and quirkiness, for me just works really well. And Jon Favreau directed this, and he would go on to do Iron Man and the Jungle Book remake, and he's going to do the Lion King remake. And yeah, it's just really well handled, and it's silly and fun and slapstick, but there's real heart and sweetness. I mean, okay, some people might find it a bit cheesy, but I love it. And next up, I want to talk about Home Alone, and I mean, this one is another good one, which I mean, to be fair with Home Alone, I think you could watch this any time. I don't think you particularly need to watch it at Christmas, but there is that kind of fable quality to it where Kevin McAllister does learn the lesson, and the bit at the end, like after all the sort of the slapstick running about, which is great fun, and Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern do their roles perfectly, but it is about not judging strangers and kind of having more of an appreciation for your family, and the hug at the end, and that guy being reunited with his son, and all the rest of it. I mean, it's lovely. It's great. The Snowman. I mean, that's obviously another classic, and walking, brilliant. And the Iron Brew advert taking the mick out of that was very funny. There may or may not be links to this at the end. I mean, there's all kinds of TV specials, like Olive the Other Reindeer is another recent one that came up, which I quite like that one. That was quite cute. I like that. But yeah, and there are certain films that kind of come up at this time, like kind of Wizard of Oz, Great Escape, that kind of thing, which even though they're not Christmas films as such, it always kind of feels like Christmas when, say, one of the channels has got the Bond films on, and Harry Potter and stuff like that. And it's just, I remember as a kid, me and my brothers, well, mostly my brother James, we used to wait and get really excited for all Christmas TV, what films are going to be on, and we would try and guess what films would be on, because that's what we like to do. And yeah, I mean, sad, but no, I love it, But yeah, so anyway, that's a whole other little thing. So what else we got? Nightmare Before Christmas, because again, this is a contentious one. And so it was is it Halloween films a Christmas film? If you really want to split the difference and watch it on Thanksgiving or bonfire night, that's up to you. But personally, I think you can watch it at Halloween or Christmas. Doesn't really matter, and it's just a sweet story. It's strange because it is a bit like with Edward Scissorhands. I mean, yes, Henry Selick directed it before anyone points it out. But yeah, it's got that kind of, it's all gothic and scary, but there's a sweet story underneath it, and that's lovely, and that's good for Christmas, I think. So yeah, so there's that, which I absolutely love, and I think is tremendous. Not for everyone, because of course there's the creepy aspect to it, so it's not for everyone. Muppets Christmas Carol, I have to, personal favourite. I mean, the only thing that I'm always a bit sad about with this is that they cut The Love Is Gone, which is such an emotional song, and it's always a bit sad when they cut it on the TV and the DVD, because you kind of lose a little bit of emotional punch from it. I mean, I get it, and I get why they do it, and I think a lot of the time I think it is literally cutting things for time. Really, I don't think there's anything malicious behind it, but it's a shame because I do think that's worth looking up. Finally, I wanted to talk about It's a Wonderful Life, which is not only one of my favourite Christmas films, but one of my favourite films of all time. It's just so sweet and charming, and equally though a lot darker than I think you'd remember. And James Stewart's acting, because he just kind of come out of World War II, when this film came out, and a lot of emotion. If you watch this film again, very raw, very intense, and he's fantastic. He is absolutely. I mean, when you consider he is in effect playing a suicidal man in this, it's absolutely amazing. And I really even if you don't know It's a Wonderful Life, the chances are you know a TV show that had the "What if you'd never existed" storyline, or I mean, there are even films like Back to the Future, Groundhog Day. You know, there are definite films where you can see the inspiration from Frank Capra. Definitely sort of beats with a lot of those types of films because of the spirit that comes with it. And these are all absolutely amazing. And I think for me, this is my criteria with any Christmas film, before we sort of top this off, is share it. You know, share it. And talking of sharing things, thank you so much to everyone who's shared Reynard City with us, who's done artwork for us, who's, you know, put the money down like Patreon, etc. We'll put credits down at the end. Thank you so much. And whatever you're doing around this time, you know, have an awesome holiday and much love. Mwah.